Games. Once upon a time, games required people to interact socially with others, developing relationships and improving physical fitness. This is how the world of games began. Fast forward 80 years, and games had become a whole other world, one in which people of today have been manipulated and persuaded, causing damaging and lasting effects to the individuals who have become victims to the endless control of gaming. But what makes a game so intriguing? Meet Alex, a self-confessed game addict. He spends his free time playing games and developing relationships through voice chat with people across the world.
I was 9 years old when I got my PS1 and then PlayStation 1, and I was playing my first game as well. I think I spend at least 7 or 8 hours a day a week. Just to get away from reality, really. Just time for relaxation.
One of the first computerized games was introduced in October 1958 by William Higginbotham. Working as a nuclear scientist at the time, he decided that the workplace needed to be livened up and created a game which would reflect the relevance of their scientific endeavors. Tennis for Two required two players to use separate controls connected to a computer and use an oscilloscope for the screen. The idea took off immediately, with hundreds lining up to play. This invention has encouraged an era that today accounts for $9.5 billion in sales in the United States alone. But what makes games so addictive?
I think it's got something to do with the game itself. If I look at what happens in World of Warcraft, the point of the game is you play in teams and you play with other people and you have goals with those teams and you plan and you see how you're going to make enough gold, to make enough money, to get enough coins, to do all these sorts of things. And so there's so many steps and you just get caught up in that. And you're being given credit for things that you do. And you're being commanding or supervising other people to do stuff. And all of that feels really good. And why do we play games? It's because it feels good.
Games are designed to be addictive. These designers use a series of hooks to ensure and encourage constant play. The first is the high score. Another is beating the game. Thirdly, role-playing on many games enables the players to create their own character, as playing at a more personal level can be intriguing. Discovery is a popular hook, like in the game World of Warcraft, where a great amount of time is spent discovering a landscape filled with fantasy and magic. Finally, online gaming allows a player to build relationships with other users. For some people, they find this to be the only place they are accepted.
We're talking about what other people see of their children or people they like doing or withdrawing from. So they withdraw from their friends, they withdraw from their normal routines, they withdraw from their sleep. They're not eating properly, they're not talking to people, and it becomes very insular.
So how do we kick game addiction?
Join an art class.
I think the best way to kick an addiction is replace it with another addiction.
The best way to kick a video game addiction would just not to play video games.
Okay, you could read a book. The best way to kick video games is to simply reduce the advertising for it. You could chew chewing gum.
I think exercise could.